Somewhere in a human brain, a worm has been sleeping for 20 years. Not a metaphor, an actual living organism. The person carrying it feels fine. They don't know it's there. Then one afternoon, without warning, without pain, without any signal at all, they have a seizure. And when the doctors run a scan, they find the worm. This is what one meat can do to a human body. The parasite is called Taenia solium. In English, the pork tapeworm. Here's how it works. There are two versions of the infection. Only one of them is the horror story. Version 1 is Taeniasis. You eat pork that contains cysts. Your stomach dissolves the outer wall. A larva attaches to the lining of your small intestine. Over the next few months, it grows, sometimes to 6 feet long. It steals your food. It causes discomfort. It's not pleasant, but it's treatable. You take a pill and it dies and passes. Version 2 is different. Version 2 is what happens when you don't eat the cysts. You eat the eggs on contaminated hands. On contaminated food. On a salad prepared by someone who didn't wash properly, the eggs hatch inside you, and now something has gone wrong. Because you are not supposed to be the intermediate host. That role belongs to the pig. But biology doesn't care about supposed to. The larvae hatch. They drill through your intestinal wall. They enter your bloodstream. They travel through your body, looking for a place to settle. They embed in muscle. They embed in the eye. And they embed in the brain. In the brain, they insist. Each parasite builds itself a small calcified sphere, about the size of a pea, and then it stops. It stops doing anything visible at all. You feel nothing. Your immune system doesn't attack because it can't see the parasite behind the cyst wall. There is no pain, no fatigue, no warning. Years pass, sometimes decades. The record is over 30 years. The larva inside the cyst is alive that entire time. It's just waiting. Eventually, it dies of old age. And that is when the trouble begins. When the larva dies, the cyst breaks down. The immune system, which has been ignoring an invader for 20 years, suddenly sees it. Inflammation floods the tissue. The brain swells. Pressure builds, and a seizure begins. This condition is called neurocysticercosis. The World Health Organization estimates it causes around 28,000 deaths a year. In endemic regions, it is the single leading cause of adult-onset epilepsy on Earth. Now rewind to 1846. A 23-year-old American anatomist named Joseph Leidy is having lunch. He notices a strange white speck in a slice of ham. He puts it under a microscope. He sees a coiled worm. He names it Trichinella spiralis. He proves it is alive. He proves cooking kills it. He proves it can infect humans. 14 years later, in Dresden, a young woman dies of what looks like typhoid. A pathologist named Friedrich Zenker examines her muscle tissue. It's full of worms. She had eaten raw ham sausage a few weeks earlier. Trichinella causes fever, muscle pain, and swelling around the eyes. In severe cases, the larvae travel to the heart and the brain, and the patient dies of complications there. So the same animal that hosts Taenia solium also hosts Trichinella spiralis. And sheep don't do this. Cows don't do this. Chickens don't do this. Fish don't do this the same way. Why the pig? Because pigs are omnivorous scavengers. They eat everything. Grass, roots, insects, meat, refuse, and feces, including their own. This makes them ideal biological amplifiers for any parasite that needs a warm-blooded intermediate host. And their tissue is uncomfortably close to ours. Similar muscle chemistry. Similar gut chemistry. So parasites that grow inside a pig can, with a small evolutionary adjustment, grow inside a human. This is not folklore. This is not squeamishness, it's biology. The pig has been the highest risk major protein in human history, a species-crossing bridge for the parasites that use it as a stepping stone into us. In modern industrial systems, most of that risk has been engineered away. Commercial pork in the United States and the European Union is now inspected, frozen, and cooked to temperatures that kill both parasites. Trichinella infections in developed food systems are vanishingly rare, but the parasites have not disappeared. Neurocysticercosis is still endemic across Latin America, sub-Saharan Africa, and parts of South and Southeast Asia. Anywhere pigs still roam free and eat what they find. Islam forbade the consumption of pork long before microscopes existed. Modern parasitology has since identified biological reasons for what makes this meat different. The worm does not hurry. It has been finding its way into human bodies for as long as humans have kept pigs. And in the quietest corner of a brain, it can wait patiently for 20 years to remind you it was ever there.